I know most of my readers assume that the center of the universe, God's headquarters, is Pensacola, Florida. On evidence, all galaxies run away from Kent Hovind's house as fast as they can. It takes a real foul and ugly God to scare them away so effectively. If you are a galaxy, you're going only in one direction, out. It's God's way of creating the space and time for himself to concentrate on the only thing that really matters, Earth and the humans on it. I was holding that opinion as well until I heard a bang on my door. I cleared the table and stood up, but before I knew it, the door was off its hinges. "Is this your house?" Sergeant Broomgate pushed past me and continued. "Not anymore. Are you coming or what?" he told his companion, a skeptic called Dan Courtney, to sit down at the table. "Do come in," I said. "I am in," said Cy. "You realize your house is the center of the universe. By the way, a word of caution. If you are having this conversation, you must borrow from my worldview. Otherwise, the debate is over and you are homeless. I like my house, but if God needs it, so be it. I would miss the table, though. It was in the family for many generations. Does that mean God resides here?" I only thought those frightening words. "Don't even think about it," said Cy. "Now go to the kitchen and prepare something for us. I need to discuss a few things with Mr. Courtney here." He put his muddy boots on the table. "You were saying?" Dan Courtney, to those who are unfamiliar with him, is a rather gentle soul. God, what about him? And think before you speak. God doesn't do jokes. "Exactly my point of contention," said Dan rather bravely. "Can God tell a joke he doesn't understand?" To those of you who missed the chapter on God, he is omnipotent. Omnipotent, to those of you who forgot, means all-powerful, as in, yes, we can. God cannot tell jokes. He is too serious. Cy wasn't joking. And if you want him to do evil, sorry, no can do. He is too good. I came in and put 2 cups of coffee in front of my invaders. "I meant something to eat," said Cy. He spilled the coffee on the table to drive his point home. "Does he forgive sins?" asked Dan. "He does, but not if you don't repent." Dan's eyes lit. "Now we're talking. Here's something God can do, within certain caveats, of course. Can he speak to me without knowing it? He's doing it as we speak." "He's not very good at this, is he?" said Dan. "Can he kill?" "Only the bad guys, which are defined by me." "Can he rape?" "Nope. Not even if she says okay and denies it in the morning?" "You mean when she asks for it?" "Nope, not even then. But if I tell him not to listen to her..." "He is quite impotent, isn't he?" said Dan. "Well, not quite," said Cy. "When I tell him to do something, he is quite..." "Okay, that's enough." Dan sounded quite firm now. "Can you take your boots off the table?" "Why, yes. Why are you asking?" Cy had a puzzled look on his face, which was a first. "You need to treat my God with some respect," said Dan, and asked the table to forgive Cy. "The table is your God, yes?" "It is, sorry, he is omnipotent." "Can your table do miracles?" said Cy. I came in with some sandwiches. I put them on the table. "No," said Dan, "but unlike your God, a table is not required to do miracles." At which point Dan told Cy that the table just told him that he was a good boy for taking his boots off, and so he is welcome to some sandwiches and fruit. In an ideal world, Cy and Broomgate would have conceded defeat and disappeared from our lives forever, but this is not an ideal world. In this world, Cy can, at any point, in any debate, say, "How do you know that?" and win. As for Dan Courtney, who came up with the concept of table as an omnipotent God, the best argument in the history of theological debate ever, and I'm serious, he was left speechless. When I asked Dan why didn't he say to Cy, "How do you know that?" he just looked at me and mumbled, "Some phrases you can't borrow. They work only in one direction."